the moment, my newsfeed is filled with videos from the Taylor Frankie-Paul and Dakota Mortensen court case. And I want to talk about a couple of interesting and very important things that the judge said. Start the video by saying that I agree with what the children's lawyer said. He talked about the fact that his client is a 2-year-old child who has been exposed to family violence and conflict. And his primary objective is to make sure that the child is kept safe. He focuses a lot on the mother's emotion dysregulation and her behavior and violence during those times. And that was the primary reason that he formed a view that the child's time with the mother should continue to be supervised. And it may be that the judge placed weight on what his opinion was. It ought not be contentious that the mother's behavior and emotion dysregulation and violence is an issue. But the judge picked up on some other important things. So the judge talks about the fact that, or he described the mother's behavior as reactive, and he described the father's behavior as manipulative and calculating. Judge also talked about the fact that a lot of the evidence in this case came from the father's handheld mobile phone device, and that his opinion was that it looked like the father's focus was on preserving evidence, so taking the phone out, recording, rather than de-escalating the situation. And that was a very important comment. The point of this video is that sometimes when people submit a recording or evidence, they might not turn their mind to all of the issues that might be identified from the evidence. So in this case, the father is showing evidence and saying, look at the mother's behavior. That is the risk issue. That is the primary risk issue here, etc. And in this case, the judge has said, well, yes, yep, that's an issue. Yep. So the mother's behavior, issue. But also your behavior is an issue as well. You weren't de-escalating the situation and the focus was on preserving evidence. So often there are more than one issue that might be identified from the evidence. To be clear, I haven't been following that case and I'm not pro-mum or pro-dad. I just thought the judge's comments in all of the clips that I've seen were very considered, logical, reasonable. He seemed to be very compassionate and child-focused. And I just think it was interesting because it was the first time I'd seen anyone in the case talk about the other issue, which was the fact that one of the parents didn't try and de-escalate. Their focus really was preserving the evidence.